why was the Powerpuff Girls cancelled? Well, if you didn't know, the creator made Bubbles, Blossom, and Buttercup because there was barely any superheroes that were girls, and he wanted to show the strength of girl power. So a scientist made the Powerpuff Girls on accident, and they would fight crime together. But soon that would all change, because one day Professor Utonium would try to make another Powerpuff Girl, but then he started to notice something was wrong with her, and soon began crying. That's when the Powerpuff Girls would ask, "Professor, what's wrong? Is it because she's black?" That's when the professor said, "No. I've waited for this moment my whole life. I finally get to say the N-word now that my daughter's black." That's when Bubbles would say, "No, Dad, you can't say that." That's when Buttercup responded and said, "Shut up, yes he can, his daughter's black." Later that day, everybody was eating dinner. Then Professor would say, "Shaniqua, you mind passing the salt?" That's when Shaniqua said, "Excuse me?" That's when Professor sat up and said, "You heard me, pass me the salt." Then Shaniqua got up and said, "Professor, you're racist. You're not black, you can't say that word. You just wanted to say the N-word. You don't really care about me." Nobody does. That's when Blossom would get up and start yelling at Shaniqua and say, "Stop yelling at him. We're not in the hood, Shaniqua. We're in the suburbs. You should be thankful." That's when Bubbles tackled and punched Blossom to the ground and said, "Not all of them are from the hood, Blossom. Who do you think you are?" That's when Buttercup came out of nowhere and said, "Bubbles, we're the good guys and they're the bad." So Bubbles pulled out a gun and said, "I loved you guys, but obviously I loved the wrong people," and shot Buttercup 34 times. And Shaniqua fled the scene, and Bubbles and Blossom went to jail.